like electric sense. We back at it again. Montana, you can't filter it. It's raw, uncut, no taste.
What's going on, people? What's going on? What's going on? This is your boy DJ Talented in the building. You dig? This is Sunday. This is Mother's Day Sunday.
Got some big ass faces. Let's try back this way.
Look at, hold on now. Don't you do me like that on Mother's Day.
Like, whoo, that's better. I was
Look,
like, that was too much.
she acting up on Mother's Day, y'all. She acting up.
That was some big ass faces. It's like,
Yeah, guess what? It is Mother's Day. Happy Mother's Day to all the mothers out there.
Yes, happy Mother's Day, everyone.
Damn baby mamas. But we gonna keep it kosher today.
Yes, it's Mother's Day.
It's Mother's Day regardless. You dig? But yeah, today is Mother's Day. What have you done for your mother today? If you still have your mother, what have you done for your mother today? Me, my mom has passed. But it's all right. She taught me plenty, all them things. You know,
Plenty
good things.
Plenty many.
Many good, all them good things. You know
Oh,
what I'm
okay.
talking about. We gonna get a mother some hand claps.
Hand claps. There we go.
Oh, yeah. We got two mothers in the building today. To my right, I have,
Ms. Entertainment, y'all.
and to my left, I have.
Lily Cherry.
Oh yeah, yeah. Miss Entertainment, what you get to? What? Y'all look at there.
What?
I ain't even drink today, man. I need a damn drink. Maybe I need a drink.
Try it again.
Miss Entertainment, what have you done today for Mother's Day?
I hung out with my baby, Miss Lily Cherry. I had a beautiful day. We had lunch and then we went and done one of my favorite, and it's just watching the airplanes, take off and land, which I totally enjoy. That's so soothing for me. So I enjoy it. So thank you, Miss Lily Cherry.
All right, Miss Lily Cherry, what did you do?
Well,
I already told you.
It's like,
I will say one of the funnier parts of the morning/afternoon that this was a surprise for my mom. So she didn't know where we were going. So as we pulled into the little local airport, she looked at me like, "What are we doing? What are we doing?" Because she hates flying and she has a fear of heights. So she thought I was going to put her on the plane. No, we're just going to watch them land and take off.
I'm like, oh, okay.
She was starting to freak out.
Like, yeah, I don't have my Tylenol PM. I'm like, I can't get on no flight. Look at you, did it again.
I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know what
Again.
you're talking about. This lady, shoot.
Need to get some
Listen here.
some note things there.
Listen.
Yeah.
I pushed the button.
Yeah, late, but that's all
Look,
right.
I pushed.
We got
a button.
StreamYard. Shout out to StreamYard. It's been a savior again.
Listen here, woman. Listen.
I'm listening.
You listen to what I'm saying.
Mm-hmm.
Happy Mother's Day.
Thank you.
I just turned it off, Jermaine. It was the AC, man. I had to turn the AC off, man. I had to turn it off.
And let us, folks know, if you're not on Facebook, if you're on IG, you can definitely see everybody in the studio.
Yeah.
On YouTube.
Go ahead and go to YouTube. What's this one under? The Real, the Raw, the Rugged, or else under Terry Dome Entertainment?
Both. We are streaming live to both platforms.
Yeah,
That's
so
right.
Instagram, go on to YouTube under Terry Dome Entertainment or under
Real, Raw, Rugged.
Rugged.
That's right.
And go ahead and you can see everybody in the building. Shout out to everybody in the building.
Everybody's here.
Yeah, you can see everybody in the building. I got grits and all that stuff. Boy, I need a shave. Yeah, okay, anyway. This is the Real,
the Raw, and the motherfucking Rugged.
Ding, 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 ding. With it. We're going to put some more of them in there.
Next time we're going to make sure you have a drink because your ass is off. He is off.
See, we can't even do the segment of what you sipping on.
Nope.
I'm sipping on
We
some
said-
goddamn
Some
Dasani.
Dasani. We doing
How
good
about
today.
that?
But that's all right though. If we go into the restaurant, we're gonna get us a margarita. Woo.
Burritos.
With a Corona.
You know what? We go to this Mexican restaurant called Eduardo's.
Eduardo's Mexican Grill.
Yeah,
Shout out to them because they do us good.
there's a cup. that
They know
bring
us.
you. The margaritas, the cup is this damn big. If y'all can see that damn big, frozen or on the rocks. Margarita with the Corona already turned upside down in there somewhere.
You know, we've been there too many times when they say, "Hey, welcome back."
Yeah. All right, I'm gonna go see you next week.
Yep. Probably.
It's a dope place to go to, man. Real good food.
Yeah. So we ready to get on started with our stuff?
So if you on IG or Facebook, if you want to go ahead and go over to the YouTube page
To see everybody
where we can see all of your comments at the same time.
and everybody
We
in the
can
studio.
reply to everybody's comment at the same time, and you can see everybody in the studio. All right, Miss Sam, go ahead.
Are you ready to move on to?
Moving on.
Are you ready?
Who said that?
You.
What you talking about?
All right, hot topics. So Atlanta Mayor Keisha Lance Bottoms has decided to not seek re-election. Maybe I need a drink. Hell, I can't even read. Not seek re-election for mayor. She announced this earlier this week, and she didn't. Not that I've seen any next steps. It's just, you know, I guess it's open for right now. So if you all don't know, you know, Mayor Bottoms was very vocal in speaking out against Trump, and when most political figures weren't. And when people came, you remember when they was doing the rioting or whatever, people came to Atlanta and tried to, you know, destroy it, trying to pretending like they was Black Lives Matters. You know, KK came out and told them, "Take your ass home." Of course, she didn't say it like that, but we all knew what she was saying. But I was like, that's KK right there. How do y'all take your ass home? So, do you think she is positioning herself for a higher political office? Being that she's not because most mayors go for a re-election, and especially in a Black city, and you're a Black mayor. Do you think she's stepping down so she can reposition maybe governor or something to that effect?
I don't know enough about her political career to say whether or not, with confidence, if that's the kind of move that she's making. But just based on what I do know about her and her activity as mayor thus far, this was a tough, I guess, season for her.
It was.
What with the
COVID.
COVID, the protests, all of that. Probably just tired. Legit. You know how presidents will, over the course of 4 years, they'll age like 10 or 20. And I imagine that the aging process is not as bad as it is for mayors, but for her, it probably was because of how crazy those last couple of years have been.
Yeah.
So that would be my guess, that she's just tired and wants to take a break.
I can really see her with teaming up with Stacey Abrams. I really can see that. So
They need to. They need to get that what they call the governor right now in Atlanta. They need to get his ass gone.
but they tried, but to help get him gone, we as a people need to make sure we tighten up on our end when it comes down to our registration. So there's no reason for them to kick it out, because that's what happened.
Right.
That's what happened. They kicked out a lot of voters because of whatever that, you know, they made up some stuff, but it flew. So we have to get ourselves together and making sure all our stuff is intact. So when we go to vote, there's no reason for anybody to deny us our right that
Right.
people have died for.
Right. I'm with that.
All right. So, in speaking of mayors, Washington, D.C. Mayor Muriel Bowser bans dancing at weddings due to COVID-19. And and yes, and no, she is not white. She is black.
Like I said, the nigga. I mean, niggas can be different colors.
But yes,
You gonna ban somebody from dancing. So you mean to tell me everybody just gotta stand there and look? Bitch, no. They gonna enjoy themselves.
but she has banned that. Do you think she is things are going too far with people's authority because she's trying to say that that's like a super spreader type of atmosphere, and if it's still on the individual, because regardless of if you're in a big crowd or small crowd, the possibilities are there.
So, in my opinion, this is stupid.
Very.
How? First of all, how is she going to ban? Who's going to enforce that? Who is actually going to enforce people to stop? No, you dancing, you go to jail.
She could. She actually could.
What? Just have cops
Yeah,
stationed in the wedding and looking, watching people, and make sure they're not dancing. That's stupid.
that is stupid.
Cops gonna be in there dancing they damn self.
And then there's that, and then there's other means of trying to stop super spreader events. For businesses or venues that provide the service for weddings, there's ways to go into the businesses themselves and make them limit the amount of people that are there to limit this whole super spreader thing. But to ban people from dancing, that's dumb. Instead of banning an activity, which she can't do, dancing is protected under the First Amendment. So that's super illegal, unconstitutional. But second of all, why not just ban the amount of people that are there? That's dumb.
Well, she's on CNN. She's been all over defending her stance on that, but she has definitely put an order in to ban dancing at weddings, which is the dumbest.
She don't know how to dance at all.
Tito was on CNN or on the news defending his whole stupid Space Force thing. That doesn't make it less stupid.
True.
You just can't tell somebody they can't dance. Bitch, if I'm feeling good, I got a drink in me, and I know how to dance, I'm gonna dance. Fuck you and the horse you trying to ride in on.
I mean, how is banning a specific activity supposed to stop the super spreader event?
I don't know.
The people are still there, regardless of if they're moving this way or that way. They're there.
Mhm.
It's a super spreader event because of the amount of people that are there, not what specifically that they're doing.
Mhm.
So, I don't know what she's trying to accomplish with that. But
So from what I'm thinking, what she's trying to do is basically stop the people from coming. If they can't dance, they're not gonna come. It's like going to a club. If the person can't dance or the person can't, have fun,
Have fun.
they're not gonna go.
That's a celebration. So,
Right.
or you just don't get married in DC, I guess, just to avoid all that nonsense. That's just kind of crazy.
Go outside of DC and come back.
Yeah.
All the damn people, if they gonna get it, they gonna get it. Whether they in DC, Detroit, fucking
At home and somebody coming in your house,
right.
Yeah, that's just kind of crazy.
Just go get your goddamn vaccine.
But I mean, you got folks that I know Lily she's not either one or the other, but you got so many. You still got a lot of people that's like, I'm not getting it.
They will tell them motherfuckers you can't come.
You could do that. Like, I need to see your card before you can get in, and that definitely would keep things down. Yeah,
True.
That would definitely keep things down. But yeah, she I think she's overstepping her authority to ban people from dancing. I mean, a wedding is for celebrating, a union of two people.
Some of those damn people that's making laws nowadays need to get a fucking slap up. I mean, slap the fuck up. I mean, slap them motherfuckers so damn hard they come back to reality.
Craziness.
I like trying to ban shouting at church.
You can't do that.
You can't do that.
If people feel the spirit, they finna get it. Especially black people.
But yeah,
They gonna get it.
they gonna be doing their little dance.
Their footwork.
Never could understand. I didn't never get the spirit. I don't know. Maybe I'm just too much heathen. I don't know.
She the devil.
I could never. I'm looking around like, why? It keeps skipping me. I'm like, well, why I can't get it?
Jump past.
Yeah, everybody just up here doing their little dance, especially when them ladies do their little dance and everything.
Some of them people be faking. Though. Hey, some of them damn people be faking. I've been in church all my damn life. Some of them people be faking.
I don't know. All I know is that it skipped me. And I never did get it, so I never did understood. I just sitting there looking like, oh, okay.
You put your hand up at the right time.
Is that what it was? All right, let's go ahead on and move on.
What you talking about? We moving on.
Yeah, moving on. All right, let's talk about it. Set it off Sunday. No, we ain't talking about that. So, in the homecoming for four of DMX, Swizz Beatz checked those fake friends and some of those fake family members. He said something that that I totally support. If you weren't showing up for me while I was alive, then do not show up for me when I'm gone. And give those flowers while the people are alive. I talked about giving flowers, we talked about that on another so shout out to the Real Asir and Own Your Truth on Fridays at 7 o'clock. Let's go ahead and unplug that. Y'all can check that out. Whatever. And whether they are needed or required. I said from some folks that I care about and cares about me, yes, it is definitely something. Neither, I guess, is something nice to have, something to just make you feel validated or good. But for those fake friends and family, I can care less. Now, I do think that, we all secretly want the support from our family and friends. But at the end of the day, I guess we just keep it moving. So, Swizz Beatz said, he vowed to keep DMX legacy alive. So what do y'all think about that? I mean, he said that at his homecoming, it's like basically he's disappointed in the people that now you want to come out when this man is gone. Now it's not no fashion show. This is not, trying to be seen. This is celebrate this man's life. What are y'all thoughts about the fake friend, fake families?
Oh, well, there's plenty of those. Plenty of those fake friends, fake families, and those fake fans and stuff like that. And like you said, if you wasn't there before the man passed or wasn't trying to get this man help before then, why come to the funeral?
Some people are like that.
No fuck about him and his well-being at the time. Why give a fuck now?
To be seen. Like I told y'all both, I was like, I'm very serious. I'm gonna come back and haunt you if there is not security at the door, and I need a guest. I need a guest list.
If that you don't want at that funeral will not be there.
If you didn't support me while I'm alive, I'd be damned if you be there at my funeral. And the reason why, because I did see a family member sitting at another family member's funeral talking shit about that girl that's dead, laying up in that casket. And I was like, oh my God, I was like, this girl really whispering, stuff about this girl, she's gone.
Somebody should have picked her ass up and tossed her out the fucking door.
But y'all trying to keep it calm because, we're already at a funeral. So, things are already bad, so making a scene there would have made things even worse, But yeah, I would never forget that. I would never forget the fact that she was whispering stuff about that girl at her funeral. So that's why I came up with that. So yes, I need a guest list.
You know what?
I need security at the door, checking it all. Okay, you're allowed. Nope.
They should have put her ass in the casket with the girl. I bet you she wouldn't have said too much of shit then.
But I'm just serious about that. And how we've all ran across people that we thought was our friends, and do you keep them close when they're really not in your corner, or do you cut them off? What do y'all do?
What did they ask?
Question short. Life too short to be dealing with wishy-washy people.
Yeah.
This is coming from very recent personal experience. Um, that kind of stuff, dealing with that kind of emotional up and down from a person that you can't really know if you trust them or not,
Mhm.
it's draining on your spirit. It's draining on your spiritual energy. It's draining on your physical energy. It's draining on your mental energy. And at that point, it's like, why even bother? Just get rid of them.
Yeah.
That's my point of view. As far as funerals go, I'm kind of on a different sort of wavelength in that regard, in so much that the funeral is not for the person who passed away, but it's for the people who they left behind. And the person who passed away, they're gone. They don't care.
I do care. I do care. Damn it.
You care now. But after you moved on to the next, whatever is after this,
Guest list.
in any case,
Who does that?
I do.
carrying on that negative energy even after you pass away.
Yeah, that's petty, but I don't care.
That,
I'm gonna be petty patty.
I feel that a way to mitigate that is to have a special service for those people that you know were there for you while you were alive, to remember you by. Because again, the funeral is not for the person who died; it's for the person who that person left behind. So have a special gathering with those people, and then, if necessary, have just kind of like a general gathering of like, hey, celebration of life, and so such and such. And if there's someone causing trouble, kick them out. And then that's it.
So, what do you think about? You remember? Did you see Coming to America 2?
No, I haven't seen it yet.
Well, there's a part in there where the dad hadn't died yet, right?
Mhm.
So he wants to have his funeral before he died to see what everybody else gonna say about him. Is that vain, or what do you
Yes.
think about that?
Yeah.
And he laying up there in the castle looking at everybody. Hey, yeah, okay, yeah, I like that.
He was actually out the castle.
No. He was laying in the castle. Remember, he was standing up. It was like standing upward, and then he actually died.
Oh yeah.
Wow. So that reminds me of another show where something like that happened, where there's this really vain, selfish person who wanted to have a funeral while he was still alive so that everybody could appreciate him, so he could see how people appreciate him. And he sat there throughout the entire funeral criticizing everybody. Like, that's your speech? Really? You chose that song for my funeral? This is my funeral. Are you kidding me? And people got pissed and like, you know what? Fine, just die. And then they left.
Nah, not that bad. I don't. That's to me. That's just bringing on some extra. No, I don't even want to know. I'm good. I'm good on that. But yeah, but I stand on. I want security at the door and a guest list.
So you want somebody to spend money to get some security.
Hell, I told you not to bury me, so you got plenty of money.
Well, you still got to get attention.
Yeah. Yeah, just cremate me, honey, and throw you. Y'all already know. Just going out there to Fort Lauderdale Beach and put me out there.
Why does it got to be Fort Lauderdale? It can't be somebody else.
This is my shit, and this is what I want.
See, y'all hear this shit, right?
This is what I want.
All on the air, talking shit about her damn food. Nigga, don't you bury me.
I will come back and haunt you. Trust and believe. I'm just that. I am that.
You come back and baby naked.
You know. And on that note,
The shit people say.
yeah.
I ain't worried about you, woman.
It's craziness, and craziness. All right, so we're gonna move on from that. Thank you very much.
Good. We got you get from that.
So, what would you do? I want to keep it light and fun. So, what was the best thing a family member or friend surprised you in doing for you? what can you think of anything that comes? What's the first thing that comes to mind? It's like, what's the most craziest or fun or best thing somebody has done for you that you're like, oh, they do love me.
Really go ahead.
You can't think of anything?
Not right now. I'm thinking.
Off the top of my head, one of my real good friends, she's one of my best friends. I met her in Inner Mongolia in China. She's a little Mongol girl. She's actually like maybe 2 years younger than me, but she's so small and cute. She's one of my best friends. And she helped me out a lot while I was doing my research in Inner Mongolia. She just kind of took over and became my manager without me asking. So she wouldn't let me talk to anybody. She would say, "Okay, I got their number, and I tried you. So you're going to do an interview this time.
You might need her.
She's right now doing her doctorate of musical arts in Ohio right now.
Nice.
She's a violinist. She's a really awesome person. But in any case, she surprised me while we were in Inner Mongolia by paying for this custom-made traditional Mongolian dress.
I remember that.
It's blue and white, and it's beautiful. And I was just planning on getting it myself anyway, because I'm not the type to get custom-made stuff. I don't really, it doesn't concern me in terms of brand name kind of thing, but because of my body stature, there's no way I was going to find a dress that fit me while I was over there, so I had to get something made.
Mhm.
And so I got all the designs, I got everything that I wanted, and then when it came time to pay, she kind of like pushed me out the way and paid for it. Now, this is kind of particular to Chinese culture, where if you're out with friends, it's almost like a battlefield to see who pays. Not to get the other person to pay, but you pay first.
Oh, well, that ain't gonna work in black people. No, that ain't.
It's a sign of politeness.
Oh, they ain't gonna
So,
work. Yeah, they're gonna be mad with us.
But
We can go in half.
sometimes it gets to the point where she like bowls me over trying to pay for everything. I'm like, come on now, I'm not poor. She's like, no, I'm gonna pay him. But we're like literally fighting. Like, girl, get out of the way. And we're like throwing money at the server and whatnot. Anyway, she bowled me out of the way and paid for the dress. And that dress wasn't cheap. So I was very astounded, and I was very grateful and thankful, and I still have that dress to this day. That was one of the greatest surprises that I can think of right now.
Mm-hmm.
It's insane.
Guess you still can't think of nothing. I would say the one thing that comes to mind was when we were getting our award from BPU, and Uncle Bobby and Aunt Joe came down, and they actually was there. And you guys too, y'all sat through all that, didn't start on time, and they're talking shit like, well, people can't support you and all that. But they stood there, they sat there and waited until we got our award. Of course, it was out of there, after we get that. But
I haven't seen you.
but the fact that, because they have always been supportive, and just to see that they came out and sat through all that, because I felt so bad, because it's supposed to start at this time, and I think it started 2 hours later.
It started 2 hours, and then it was weird and awkward, and the acts were just kind of like unprepared. What was going on? And it was like midnight or 1 o'clock. Like,
and they still sitting there. Yeah. So the fact that they came and they sat through all of that, and once we got our award, they're like, So I thought that was great. So shout out to Uncle Bobby and Aunt Joe. I know it don't sound right, but it is. It's still male and female.
It's so much in that you do for me.
So not me. Who else?
Shit, I don't.
Somebody can get a dog.
No,
because I don't want it to be about me. It's just got to be somebody else. Well, so anybody out there, share with if somebody has done some great things for you. So
yeah, go ahead and share some stuff. Let me see what's going on, Latanya.
So, but yeah, I thought that was very nice for them to sit through all that. So we're gonna move it on. So crazy in the news.
Crazy.
Jessica Boomershine. Yeah.
She come from a goddamn trailer park.
Tried to escape jail, right? She was in a holding area. So she got a chair, pushed it up, and tried to go through a drop ceiling. Of course, it didn't hold. And she was struggling and dangling in the air. And then the cops like, what the hell? Came and snatched her ass down, hit the wall, hit the garbage can, and yeah, she had a nice little headache. Because it was not playing. And of course, she got charged, even more charges. But they caught it on video, so it was quite funny. But yeah, she in jail, tried to escape jail, going through a drop ceiling, which is not going to hold you. I don't care how like you think you are. And then where were you going? It's a drop ceiling. It's not a ceiling. It's nothing but there's tiles up there. You can't walk up there.
She's trying to go to the duck work.
You got to get there first. But yeah, it was quite funny.
This is trailer park shit like that.
What was her name again?
Jessica Boomershine.
Boomershine?
Yeah.
Yep, she had some moonshine before she went in.
So, but yeah, that was interesting. So that was crazy in the news. That was quite crazy. So we're gonna move it on. Yeah, you weren't trying to escape. She was trying to escape.
Yeah. Still, it hurts.
Oh, she had a headache because they pulled her down. She was dangling up there. But you know what? What even funnier? It was people sitting there too, just watching. Like, let's see how this works out. Which I don't blame them, because I'd have been sitting there too, just watching. It was just because I'm like I said, they showed the camera footage from the actual holding room. Yeah, they snatched her ass down. So she will hurt. She will hurt.
And then got charges on top of that. Huh?
She got charges on top of that.
Big damn dummy.
But it is Mother's Day, so happy Mother's Day. And want to do something just for our mothers. And just here's something. Think about it. What was the funniest thing your mother has said or done?
Shit, it was multiple.
Well, just one. Share one.
I'll tell you one thing that my grandmother said. When I get back, your ass better not be here and you better not be gone. That look that you got right now is what I always had. So we had towels on the floor, the tile floor, whatever. We'd jump out of that square and be in the next one. And she'd come home and just laugh her ass off at her. So I guess she meant not be in the same spot. So we jumped in the next spot.
Well, you wasn't gone, but you weren't in the same spot.
Right? them damn, man, them people used to confuse the fuck out of me, man. I ain't my mama.
I was saving one of mine. It was plenty of sayings. She used some crazy sayings. So you better scratch your ass and get glass. Shit, I don't give a damn.
My mama said, you play pussy, get fucked.
Yikes.
Yeah.
All right. Funny thing my mom has done. So this was during the days before Bin Laden ruined everything.
Okay.
And you could escort a person to their gate at the airport. Now you have to have a ticket before you go past security.
Mm-hmm.
So I forgot where I was flying, but my mom, Ms. Entertainment, was escorting me to the gate. And we go through, get our bags checked in, or get my bags checked, and then we go through security. I go through security. I'm fine.
Oh.
So it's putting on my shoes. You remember? And then I hear a beep, 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 beep. And something told me, like, something embarrassing is happening right now. And it involves my mom. So I turned around and I see a whole bunch of people just like converging. And I walk over and I'm like, what is going on? And she's like, I left my knife in my purse. I have to go take it back to the car. My mom showed up to the airport with a big old hunting knife in her purse, trying to get through security.
Hey man, I forgot. It was in my purse. And they talking about you can leave. Oh hell no, I'll be back. I'm like, can I get it when I come back? Nope. I'll be back.
I'm so glad they didn't like tackle her.
Like, I'll be back. I forgot. My bad.
I just sat there like, are you serious? You brought a knife to the airport. I forgot it was in my purse.
I did. But trust me, I would have left it in the car. So I took off so I can make sure I can get right back. Came right on back. Still got my knife.
Talking about that one you got in the truck now.
In the car. I thought you were gonna talk about the one at DSA when that kid tried to sit in your stool.
Oh, that was another. I hear something happening. Something embarrassing is happening involving my mom. So this was at my high school, DeKalb School of the Arts. Shout out to DSA. It's a fantastic high school here
It
in
is.
the Atlanta area. I'm a classical bassist, and at the time, when I was playing, I would sometimes sit on my stool.
Yeah, dropped off.
Yeah. Can I still talk? Can they still hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
While you
While
come
this-
back.
Yeah.
Come back in.
So while this is going, here we go. We were doing some kind of performance in like the main entrance hall at DSA. It says I'm backstage. And as I was getting set up to perform, I hear some kind of low murmured commotion. And I know it's coming from my mom, and I know her tone of voice. I grew up with her. So I know what it sounds like when she's very upset, but she's trying to keep it calm. And I turn around, and apparently she looks like she's about to eat this little girl alive. Some girl was about to bogart my stool for whatever her purpose was supposed to be. And my
Not
mom
having
said, no, this is my daughter's stool, such and such and such. But the way the girl looked, she looked so scared. She looked like she was gonna pee herself. She was about to start crying. I'm like, will you stop scaring me?
Hey man. I don't play. Get your ass somewhere else.
That poor girl.
She be all right. Another question. Is there a character or alive, dead, whatever, real, fake, whatever, that reminds you of your mother? A TV character, cartoon, or whatever that reminds you of your mother. Oh, I guess you got one. What?
Yes. Very, very slightly, very specific context. Do y'all watch Family Guy?
Mm-hmm.
I have watched it.
Have watched it.
There is an episode where Lois learns karate or something like that. She learns martial arts and becomes a black belt in like a week, and she ends up beating everybody else. There comes a point in time in the episode where Peter makes her upset, and she whoops his butt all over the place, and he tries to fight back, but it doesn't work. He beats him up so bad. So bad. It turns out the whole family ends up getting a huge brawl. It's hilarious. But anyway, that kind of makes me think of you when you're like ready to go. When you're ready to go toe to toe, I think you would be awesome, like in boxing.
I don't know because somebody hit me. I don't know if I'm gonna stay sane or we're gonna black out or whatever might happen. I'm not. I can't be responsible for whatever happens. I don't know. For me, I think mine. I think mine will be just smidges of it, a mixture of Florida Evans and what's the Cosby wife? Mrs. Cosby. Felicia Rashad, her character. I think it'd be some little smidgets of there because I could my mom, she had this calm demeanor, so because I always used to think she had to be adopted because the rest of the family is just not like that. They just not. They cuss, fight, drink, all that. And she didn't do none of that. She was the calm one. So it's like she must have been adopted. But she always had that calm demeanor. I can't even remember her being just pissed off. It has been a while, but I just can't remember her. She always had that calm demeanor.
My mom was total opposite. Man, she had a little bill, whatever. You fuck with her, she cussing you the hell out.
That was my grandmother.
Kids, she cussing you the hell out.
That was my grandmother.
I remember one day she came up to my school. I was like fourth grade. The teacher put me outside the class because I didn't do some homework or whatever. He told me to touch my toes. I'm sitting out there touching my toes or whatever. And she sends the rest of the kids to lunch. Those kids come back from lunch. They over with. I go home. My mama asked me what. No, I said I was hungry, or hungrier than I would be.
Mm-hmm.
She was like, "Why are you hungry?" I didn't eat lunch. Why you didn't eat lunch? So the teacher told me I had to go stand outside and touch my toes. My mama came up there to that damn school the next day. Bitch, look here. If you tell my son he can't, whatever he got to do, you better make sure he go eat. Whatever the fuck it is he done did, you better make sure he go eat. Man, that damn teacher, wouldn't say shit else to me.
She ain't want your mama coming back up there.
I'm gonna set shit straight or set shit off, one of the two.
I don't think I had to come to your school to set nothing off. Mm-mm. I always come at the beginning, when they had the teacher thing, and then that's all I had to do. And that was good.
Yeah, it wasn't always good on mine.
Well, academics was my saving grace throughout my childhood. So school, I just love school, so I would always do this, that, and the other. Say I was a teacher's pet, but it wasn't quite that so much as it was that I wanted to do really, really, really good in school. So I didn't really have any problems out of my teachers in terms of what I was doing. Now I did have a problem with a teacher because he was a jerk. And this was in my senior year of high school. This was our AP calculus teacher at the time. He had a nasty habit of comparing our class to the class ahead of us, or the class that had just graduated. Basically implying that we were dumb and they were smart.
Mm-hmm.
And it was really bad. For example, the first couple of tests that he gave, the first test, I remember this clearly. Everyone failed that test, including myself. Mm-hmm. I got the highest grade, a 32. Everyone else got like 8, 10, at least.
That's a reflection on him.
That's a reflection on him. So at that time, there was some period of time I was really stressed out. I mean, I was involved in a lot of stuff. I was stressed about a lot of things.
I had to take you to all that.
Yeah. And I was in class, and I had my mind on a whole bunch of stuff, and he gave me back a test, and I guess I failed. And I started just like crying because I was just frustrated and I had a lot of stuff going on. And in the middle of the class, he burst out really loud. "Really, Talia? Not everything is about you." I'm like, okay.
Look at motherfucker. I'm gonna come up there.
I picked up my stuff and I left. And I calmed down. I stayed out of the classroom for maybe about 10 or 15 minutes. And I calmed down and then went back. And he was like, "Where were you?" And blah, blah, blah.
Now you were?
Like, look, you don't talk to me like that. I have other stuff going on. It had nothing to do with your class or me thinking everything was about me. I have a lot of stuff going on. Yeah, I'm not as old as you as an adult, but still, I have my own life and I have things going on. You don't get to talk to me like that at all. Period. And he didn't after that.
So yeah, you ain't tell me about that. You ain't want me coming up there?
No.
Oh, okay.
Goddamn it. You better give my kids some goddamn lunch, you stupid bitch.
Yeah, that was news to me.
And I see the look on your face like, this happened 14 years ago. So just like,
All right, because I'm looking for his ass. Looking for him. I say the craziest thing that I think just off the top of my head, I remember my mom doing is when she got married to my stepfather. I think she had a moment of like, I think I done fucked up. Because she went and hid. You know, after they don't say it, I do, she disappeared. We're like, where did she go? She went and hid. I think she had that moment like, uh-oh. I just do. Because she's all, like I said, she's been just to calm, just, don't like confrontation, none of that. But yeah, she went and hid. And we couldn't find her for about a couple, I think at least an hour. And then she come out and she's like, where did she go? I mean, she was good. She was Houdini. All right. One last question. What was your most favorite meal that your mother cooked?
I used to like sunny side eggs that she cooked.
Mm-hmm.
Because I think my last birthday with her, she cooked some sunny side eggs for me. And the way that she cooked them, like the little rim of the egg was kind of crispy,
Mm-hmm.
but the egg was still yolky and all that type of stuff, and that shit was good.
It was good because your mama cooked it.
Yeah.
I think for me, and I've always remembered this, it was in Miami and Roots were on. This is when Roots first, came on. She made a big pot of spaghetti and some cornbread. And we just sat there and ate the big pot of spaghetti and cornbread and watched Roots. Even though it was still traumatic. As a kid, that was very traumatic. Like, oh my God, is that what we went through? But her spaghetti, I always love her spaghetti, and that's why I eat spaghetti and cornbread.
for me, I know this is going to sound really basic, but one of my favorite things that you would make would be shells.
Mm-hmm.
That is my favorite. Every time you make it, I get greedy. That was my favorite.
The stuffed shells. I haven't made that in a while. I guess I need to make that.
Yeah.
But you don't like ricotta with cheese.
You put cream cheese in.
It's ricotta with cheese.
You can put cream cheese in too.
I think it's just a mixture.
You can put cream cheese in too.
I know. I like the ricotta.
You
But
can put
anyway.
cream cheese in too. This ricotta tastes like dirt. It's gritty. It just made me feel like I got some goddamn dirt in my mouth.
I don't recall having dirt in my mouth, so I don't know.
I'm from the goddamn country. We used to make sand pies and all that.
But you ate it?
No, we ain't ate it unless we was fucking with somebody and threw it at them.
They mouth open and shit.
Be playing and stuff. And you know how people slap people in the face with pie?
No,
Yeah.
I never done that,
Mhm.
and we can play like that.
Yeah.
Mm-mm.
We did all kinds of shit. But, man, I threw a big ass tub of gas and got to see. Look here,
Gas.
we had a drum from a washing machine that we used to burn our trash in or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And my mama boyfriend at the time had some gas in a antifreeze bottle. I took the whole goddamn bottle, and there was a lid on top of the trash thing.
Mm-hmm.
I took that whole damn bottle, threw it in that goddamn thing, and stood on top of it. Went flying.
Yeah.
The shit that we used to do could have had us all killed, and shit like that. You just go run through the woods and shit, not caring about what the fuck was in there, snakes and animals and shit like that. What?
Nope.
But yeah, we used to do crazy shit.
Trying to get Miss Lily Cherry's mic. Mute your mic. There we go. Now I agree. Just growing up in the country, it's like I wouldn't do that now. But some of the things we did, just running through the woods or bushes and stepping over snakes and all kind of, it's like it's so lucky we're still here. You know, some of the things the crazy things we did as kids. It's just craziness. But yep, let's just want to celebrate some happy thoughts about, you know, our mothers. So happy Mother's Day to all the mothers out there. All right, we're gonna move on. So this segment, we celebrate and acknowledge an African American and their contributions making this country great. So February is Black History Month, but we celebrate Black history on our show every week. So today in Black History, we celebrate Black mothers. Now, happy Mother's Day to all mothers, Black, brown, white, whatever. But today in particular, I want to celebrate Black mothers, because Black mothers are the only mothers that had to endure slavery, that brought on beatings, rape, murder, and the separation of their children. Black mothers have had to always hold the household down and keep it together. People say Black women are strong or the strongest. Trust, that's not by choice. It's because we had to do what we had to do to try and keep our families together as much as possible. So today I give you your flowers, even if the world doesn't. So today we salute you and your contributions to making this country great. All right. And Miss Lily Cherry on the way up because you're not on our Wi-Fi. That's right. That's what it is. That's what it is. That's what it is. That's all right though. But we're gonna, while you get that together.
Yes, I sure can.
Mhm. You got it? Okay. I got that.
You got sound effects with that.
So, can we move on to, do I have that in here? Ready? Moving on. All right, what you should watch. So, Idris Elba and the Concrete Cowboy. It's about a boy, really, and his father getting in. Well, the boy was getting into trouble, and his mother dropped his ass off with his father. Now, DJ Talented didn't like how she just dropped him off because
she didn't drop that boy off. She took that boy clothes out the damn car, told him to get out, put him on the step. Matter of fact, she called the dude first. And the dude said he 5 minutes away from the house. She still took the kid out the car, put his clothes on the step, got back in the car, locked the doors. The boy beating on the door to mama. What? Let me in. Mama, let me. She took off on his ass. Now that was wrong.
Well, I know why she did it because, well, I feel like I know why she did it because she was fed up with this kid and she knew that where he was heading to, he was not going to be living soon because he was just kept getting into trouble. And she wanted to save her son, but she wanted her son too. So if she didn't drop him off and leave at that moment, she probably couldn't leave. You know what I'm saying? Then she probably talk herself out of like, maybe we can do this again or whatever. So she just dropped his ass off, get out. And then she burnt rubber on him and then she left him right there.
I still think that.
But you know, It's about Black people owning horses in North Philly, and it was a way of teaching kids in the neighborhood responsibility and hopefully keeping them out of the streets. And I think it was a great movie. Um, some things were predictable, the white people coming in and shutting them down, and then there was this one kid dealing in another gang drug lord's territory, so of course he dies. Now the difference is about this character is he wasn't dealing or doing dirt to get rich. He was trying to get stack his money so he can get out. So that's the difference. Now he's still he wasn't doing the right thing, and it is what it is. But I thought it was still a great movie. So something to truly, what was that, Netflix? Yeah, to catch on Netflix. And then of course it's Idris Elba. So just saying.
Watch yourself.
Just saying. It's still Idris Elba. Just saying.
Don't be Idris Elba on yourself, okay? I'm just saying.
Yeah.
Wasn't Tayana Ellis.
That's
the only person.
No, we already done talked about this. I told you it's The Rock.
No.
The Rock come. Mm-hmm.
You better give me a couple minutes.
The Rock come. I'll be back.
It ain't no. You know what?
I'll be back.
You fired.
Hey, I'm coming back.
No, the hell with that. You fired.
But I will be back.
You fired. You can't get The Rock if I can't get the bread. How about that?
You got the Brett, but I'm gonna go on over here with The Rock,
no.
and we'll meet in the middle.
No.
I'll meet you on Tuesday.
I gotta have a first.
All right, let's go ahead on and move on with Back in the Day. All right, before there was an Eminem, there were a few white rappers that really brought it. Like the Beastie Boys, of course. You didn't like the Beastie Boys?
No, I did.
Oh my God. There was Brass Monkey, that funky monkey. No?
I don't like the funky one.
That was one of my favorite. Well, how about Third Base? Ooh, got one on you, huh? Oh shit! I got one on you. So shout out to MC Search for being one of the dopest white rappers. He turned a year older this week. Some of their hits, Third Base hits, was the Ghostface, Step Into the AM, Pop Goes the Weasel, and guess what? He was the executive producer for Nas Illmatic. So he got the credit. But MC Search was dope. And of course that was what, 90s. So it was a lot of rappers out there that was actually lyricists versus today when there's only a few. I would guess I did see that what's his name? J. Cole getting ready to drop something.
He's dropping his new album on the 14th. Yeah.
So another shout out to him. I mean, he is a lyricist. No shitting on the rest of them. It just we come from a different era where the I guess the folks were talking about something and you can tell the difference in who it was. You can tell the difference with a Queen or MC Light or even as you Big Daddy Kane versus the LL Cool J. You can tell just by who exactly that is. Some of the rappers these days, I can't tell who it is.
Because most of the time, the kids don't listen to the words; they listen to the beat. That's how they get to know the artist.
But see, back in the day, we actually listened to the words.
Yeah.
We actually, back in the day, you had the words there on when you had to go get that CD, and they had the words on that cover. You reading that cover from beginning to end to see what.
Tapes back in the day.
Huh?
Tapes back in the day.
It was CDs too. They had it on CDs.
Well, until we got the CD, we started with tapes.
Well, hell, if you want to go back, we had 8 tracks. How about that?
You want to go back? We had records.
Yeah, got that too.
How about that?
How about that? Anyway, I know. Womp on your own self. On your own damn self. But anyway, shout out to MC Search and happy birthday. So my Hot 16 will go out to MC Search and Pop Goes the Weasel. So I know you don't remember this, but it was actually shots fired against Vanilla Ice, which was funny.
Because Vanilla Ice wouldn't be shit if it wasn't for his dance. Back in the day,
He only had one.
And dancing.
Yeah,
He only had one because Suge Knight hanging his ass out the damn window.
I think he probably only had one enemy anyway. He only had one enemy anyway. All right, we're going to go ahead on and wrap this show up with our last segment. Moving on. So, blow that shit out. So, my mother has been gone a very long time. It's been about, 33 years now. So, even though she has been gone a long time, there are times it still hurts as if she just passed yesterday. So she never got a chance to see her grandchild, and now her great grandchild. And sometimes I do wonder if she was still here, who would I be? Because a lot of stuff I guess occurred because she wasn't here, and I had to learn a lot of stuff on my own. But anyway, I just still want to say and celebrate those mothers and or nurturers that really held it down. A mother is much more than just giving birth. Most females can give birth. A mother is that woman that would give their life for the survival or safety of that child. So I do celebrate you. Please, your mother's not here. Pay it forward by celebrating another mother that's holding it down. And that's all I have for Blow That Shit Out. Miss Lily Cherry, do you have any final words you want to talk about? Anything before we close this thing out?
Sure. Something that I've been reading recently, I just started reading it. It's called The Power of Now, and it's by this German, I guess you can say spiritualist kind of person, who over the course of many years developed a kind of sense of being that is focused on entirely on what is happening right now. And so much that a lot of suffering that people go through is because of their attachments to things that happened in the past or their feelings about things that might happen in the future. Anxiety over things that haven't even happened yet. They're just really just in your imagination.
Mm-hmm.
And rather than focus on any of that, be present in the moment right now. Feel what it feels like, what your body feels like, what your energy feels like right now. Observe your thoughts, what's going through your head. You aren't your thoughts. Your thoughts are just thoughts. But you, your essential person, have the ability to not control those thoughts, but rather act appropriately.
Mm-hmm.
So there's no reason that we have to react to all of the many millions of thoughts that pass through our mind all day, every day. We can sit and just observe it. And something that I've tried recently doing is just if I feel some kind of negative thought or emotion go through me, I just sit and observe. Like, that's interesting. And lately, what's been happening is that once I get into that mode where I'm sitting and observing or thinking about those, or like paying attention to those thoughts that are running in my head, they stop. They immediately stop.
Mm-hmm.
Like they're just gone,
Thoughts.
like air. And before, there'd be times where I would sit and dwell on a lot of these things, whether it was in the past or in the future, without actually focusing on enjoying the actual present moment. And lately, just taking that little exercise of feeling, recognizing when those thoughts happen, and just sitting and watching them just kind of evaporate into the air, I feel a lot calmer.
That's good.
A lot more focused. It's not like my brain is gone anywhere or anything like that. I'm just not concerning myself with things that have already happened or things that might happen, and really just enjoying my life right as it is.
Mm-hmm.
And I've been doing that for just a couple of days, and it's been wildly beneficial.
Awesome.
His last name is Tolle, Tolle, but the book is called The Power of Now, and I'm listening to it on Audible.
Okay.
Audiobook.
Okay. But you still have to finish that Articles of Life managing.
Available on Amazon by author T.S. Edwards.
That's right. No, Articles of Life.
A collection of memoir essays of management.
Thank you. Look at you. You can remember that. Can you? All right, DJ Challenger, you got any last words before you close us out?
Just enjoy your mom if you still have her. Remember your mom if you don't. And still love her the same. Those that's out there fighting their moms back, doing all kind of crazy shit, you only got one. When she gone, she gone. So you need to figure that out.
So shout out to Queen. I know she's having a rough time right now, but she lost her mom last year. So prayers are with you, honey.
Yeah, shout out to you.
All right, DJ Talent, to close us out now.
All right, y'all. This is DJ Talented.
Like you don't love.
Still along with the two ladies, Lily Cherry and Miss Entertainment. Don't forget to check us out on Terradome Entertainment and Real Raw Rugged on YouTube. Also, we do have a radio station, internet radio station. Excuse me. It is on live365.com/Terradome
Ain't that
Entertainment
COVID,
Radio.
is it?
Ain't no goddamn COVID. I got my vaccinations. I've been shot 3 times.
Yeah, yeah.
Y'all don't understand that. I've been shot 3 times.
The second time it didn't quite go in.
Yeah. So anyway, don't forget to listen to the radio station. If you want a spot on the radio station, give us a call, or you can hit us up, email at info@terradomeent.com. Again, that's info@terradomeent.com. All right. You want to advertise on the radio station, also hit us up. We have an entertainment company that does recording music, mixing music, mastering. We have podcasts, as you know. We also do radio shows, as you know. If you want to become a part of the radio station, give us a call. We also have a photography area in this facility. If you need somewhere to do your photography, you have a camera, you're a photographer, you don't have no place to take your clients, there's a place here for that as well. But again, this is the real,
The Raw,
and
the motherfucking rugged.
Enjoy your Sunday and enjoy your mom.
Salute.
See you later.
We give you the real, like you popping a red pill. Ain't no time for acting, it's like camera action. Real life is a script, real talk is what it is. Enlighten your success, back at it again. Until you can't filter it, it's raw, uncut, no taste. Give it to you in your face, fresh off the chopping block. Delivery every Sunday, rugged, it is the show, the substance guaranteed.